Good morning, USA. Welcome to another episode of the Bernie or Bust Show. Unshaved, unbathed, unedited, and unscripted. I forgot to say that last time. So have a slurp of coffee and some, how about barley, organic barley, and we'll get right to it. I got this email from Victor Tiffany, the founder of Bernie or Bust. It's interesting how it came to my box. This message seems dangerous. Many people marked similar messages as phishing scams, so this might contain unsafe content. That's interesting. Many people. I just feel like, well, I've said it before. I've got my tinfoil hat back, but I won't bother you. It might shine even more than my head. But it just looks fishy to me that they're marking email messages this way. It's like the establishment is onto us. Look safe. Look safe. All right. And this is to fellow revolutionary. So I'll address it to you in the same way. Fellow revolutionary. Our number one mission at Bernie or Bust headquarters is to get that slogan, demand, strategy in front of the eyes of as many Democrats as possible in the next 6 months. If we don't convey Bernie or Bust to enough Democrats to have an impact to nominate Sanders, then all we are doing is helping Trump, and that is not our goal. The media is not covering this strategy again, so we have to become the media. We have to circumvent the obstructionist, counter-revolutionary corporate media to build Bernie or Bust into a movement Democrats will not dare ignore. To remind you, I showed you what CNN did with the second debates and how they stuffed all the Bernie supporters over into a corner where you couldn't see them. CNN is big money. MSNBC, I keep wanting to say MSDNC, it's big money. So Victor is not overstating this. Revolt against Plutocracy has two tactics we are using in our 2020 integrated strategy, offline and online. Offline, if you own a truck, car, or use a company vehicle, if allowed, please get a Bernie or Bust bumper sticker. It conveys the demand and points people to a website where we explain Revolt Against Plutocracy's 2020 Independent Revolutionary Integrated Strategy, IRIS. In 2016, all we had were various pledges. Now we have multiple versions of the pledge, bumper sticker to promote the pledge, and our book, which explains why a revolution is needed and how to make one happen within the confines of a two-party system. So there's a bumper sticker link in this email that I'll put in the information section below. This is the bumper sticker he's talking about. I've got these two magnets, but the bumper sticker itself is bernieorbust.info. If you go to bernieorbust.info, you'll be able to see the book, the bumper sticker, the whole thing. So if you're bumping posts, as I'm going to explain in a minute, then Victor and I have both found out that if you bump Facebook posts with a link, it won't get you thrown in jail. So if you're bumping with a link, that's the first choice, bernieorbust.info. I made myself this lawn sign. So this is the lawn sign, and it's right out in front of my house right now, bernieorbust.info. I can get you this picture. I have lots of other pictures at the Revolt Against Plutocracy rap sheet Facebook group. So you can go to vistaprint.com and you can get your own lawn sign made. I also got this background, this vinyl background made at Vistaprint. So any picture you have that you want to turn into a bumper sticker or a lawn sign or a coffee mug or a backdrop for your television show, whatever you want to do, Vistaprint is good. I'm not getting paid by them, by the way. So back to Victor's email. Although we want to promote the slogan on all social media and news sites, that allow comments. Facebook is where we have two tactics developed that will not land anyone in Facebook jail the way it does if you post a lot. So if you go to all of the Facebook groups that are listed in the files section of the rap sheet, and you just go bam, 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 and post original posts to all those, in a short amount of time now, you'll get thrown in Facebook jail. So what we've decided to do is bump existing posts. That's kind of fun, because if there was a heated argument and you do the search on the search bar on the left side of the group, you type in Tiffany or Victor Tiffany, you'll find sometimes some conversations from 2015 or 2016 that were very heated about Bernie or Bust, and it's fun to pull those up and see if the people in those conversations still feel the way they did before. So post a link if you want to, or a picture, or whatever you want to do to bump those posts up and join the old arguments. It can be really fun. And you'll stay out of jail, Facebook jail, if you do that. Also on Facebook, you can go to the Bernie or Else Facebook page. Pages are different than groups. So if you go to a page, unlike a group, you can invite all of your friends to like the page. So Bernie or Else, if you have 5,000 Facebook friends, you can't do it in one swell foop, but you can get them over time. You can get about 1,000 people at once sometimes to like a page. And Bernie or Else Facebook page, I'll link to that under the video, is a good one. Or the rap sheet also has a page. It's not just a group, so you can also like that page. And you can replace the default message if you want to, or leave it. It's up to you. And then if you have 5,000 friends on Facebook, they'll all be able to get to that page. And from there, I can get them to various groups. The best one, I think, if you're starting trouble like I am, is to go to the Revolt against Plutocracy rap sheet Facebook group, and then you'll have access to hundreds and hundreds of Facebook groups, and you can then join those groups. You have to do that over time, so get started now if you want to do that. You have a few months to get into all of those groups before things really heat up. So I'll have more strategies later, but Victor wanted me to get this out pronto so he can do another email blast with this video in it. So to my fellow revolutionaries, keep on burning.